Yes, dear sirs, I got my tea and my notes. Remember the conversation we had on live about being upfront with your lady love versus being sneaky and deceptive, right? Well, I sat down with the good, the bad, and some of the ugly about men who are upfront and versus the men who are not. Okay, so let me read this out loud and put my cup down. How are you on this Thursday, darling? So, men who are upfront, right? Tell you what they want, no hidden agendas, all that. Even when it's not what she wants to hear is very important, fellas. And I'm gonna tell y'all later what it is that I believe in, okay? What they gain, fellas, short term, is respect from that woman, even if there's no romance. Deeper, healthier relationships, romantic or platonic, when you are upfront and honest with your lady love or a woman in your life. Access to women who are emotionally mature, because don't you want that? I know you want that. Often even more devotion, because honesty is sexy, fellas. That is true, it is. I know, right? It is. Okay, so here's the thing though. What men who are honest with their risk is rejection, like some of y'all said on the live. And not every woman wants casual or limited emotional access to them. This is true, fellas. Feeling vulnerable, which many men haven't been taught to sit with. You hear that? You got to be vulnerable if you want to be upfront and tell her exactly what time it is. But over time, these are the men who attract women who are secure, powerful. You hear that? And real. They're loving as well, because they're not hiding. Okay, the mask, the illusionist, all that's out the window when they are honest and when they're upfront. Now, men who manipulate may win in the moment, but men who are honest win the woman. You hear that? So in the beginning, if you're manipulative, you're sneaky, the sneaky deacons, you might win that moment, sir. But the real ones are the ones that win the women. That's the long-term gain. The honest ones. And not just to say any woman, the ones who are whole, self-made, sensual, emotionally awake. And listen to this. I'm gonna finish some more stuff. Let me get some more tea. The honest man doesn't often get celebrated. I'm being honest. But his honesty often creates bonds, the deepest emotional bonds. And that includes the sexual bond over time. Yes. And in conclusion, just to let y'all know, I've had men do both. Absolutely. Who did I respect the most? The man who was honest. Yeah, actually, I did. Only because initially it was a shock that he was being so honest with his intentions, but I got over it over time. But if there are any ladies listening, I know it might be shocking if a man tell you his intentions up front, okay? Because you're not used to an honest man. You're used to men worming their way into your pants or being that friend who turns into your lover or your, him having a whole game plan. We're not used to that. We're used to the manipulation tactics. But when he is upfront, respect it. Don't be like me, because over time, that man who was honest with me, I regretted it, because that man held it over my head. And he continued to be the man that he said that he was going to be. But neither one of us, we accounted for the emotional bond that was created. Now that's another conversation we need to have.